thought would have happened in '98. We just came up a little short, but no, it's a great accomplishment, and it's just a credit to the tremendous coaches and student athletes that we have on this campus. And it didn't happen by accident. I mean, these people put a great deal of time and effort and work so hard to make it a special, special place. And I've said it many times. I've been questioned and probably criticized for saying it, but I think it's one of the top athletic job in the country. I think it's the top athletic department in the country, and I couldn't be more prouder of all our programs.
Kevin, are you surprised too about just how, you know, how widespread this has gotten and how mainstream? It's not just a sports story, and people, casual observers, have been interested in.
Well, it's to me, it's an international story, and Kevin's a very easy young man to gravitate to, and I think he's such a humble person, as you've all been able to chance to see, and he's a kid that really he's very selfless. He puts everybody else first, and that was evident in the most crucial moment probably in his entire life. And I thought it was just a remarkable how he lifted this team when I couldn't imagine anybody could. I don't think I could have. And certainly I think when you look at Coach Pitino, you want to talk about leadership. That was leadership at its finest, and to be able to pull everybody together in those short few minutes and to really regroup that team against an incredible opponent and to play the way they did. So, no, to say, did I think he'd have 6 million hits on ESPN? No, I certainly didn't think that, but I didn't think he'd break his leg last week either. So it was too close, to be honest with you. So it was tough. I just happened to be looking down there, and I wish I wasn't. I definitely second what Kevin says. I will never watch it again, and anytime I even see it coming close, I got to run out of the room. I'm not very good. I saw the Theismann thing live. I'll never forget that. I was back in Flagstaff, Arizona, watching that Monday night game, and that kind of did me in for life, I think.
See the women knock off Baylor and then come back and knock off Tennessee. That kind of run, what did that take you? What kind of what
Well, that's, as I always say about our men's basketball team, they're a reflection of their coach. I mean, they play like Coach Pitino. Everybody wants to call them their misfits. You can call them whatever they want. To me, they're great players. But they're a reflection of their coach. And I can say the exact same thing for that women's team. And I saw it in person last night. Jeff didn't surprise Tennessee. He was the better team. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm very shocked the game was 8 points. I thought Jeff, a few breaks here and there in the first half would have been up by 25. He had more talent than they did, and he's got 3 starters didn't play this year. So it was great to see that. The Baylor thing was monumental. I think that was history in the making. But last night I thought the better team won that game. I'm glad Atlanta and New Orleans are close. I think nobody takes each other too serious. I don't think egos ever get in the way. I think that was the one thing we tried to establish back here in 1997 is that we were going to go out and hire people that had the same passion that I did, and really don't care about themselves and always put their team first. You've always heard me say I love being little brother. I love being little brother for the reason of that. I want to roll up our sleeves. I want to go to work. I want to outwork people, and whether it's our women's cross country program, our football team, baseball or softball. I want to make sure that we never take anything for granted. We appreciate everything that's given to us, and I feel that way. We've got the highest profile coach probably you could have in sports, with Coach Pitino, but he's just one of the guys. He's one of the guys. Any women's program we have that has a major recruit coming in, they have them in Coach Pitino's office. I mean, there's not many people around that would do that, and I've worked a lot of places. This is my 29th year as an AD, so I've seen a lot of situations, and it's an incredible, unique family atmosphere, and I think that is the common bond and the common thread that goes through it. The similarity I think with both of them is they've got goals. They've got great goals. They've got plans. They've got great vision, and they're extremely bright. Both of them. They always want the edge, and they look for ways to find that edge, and I think that's what makes them so unique. Jeff had everything from A to Z down last night. Now, whether they're going to execute it or not, I think that's more up to the players. But they're definitely in the right situations at all times.
locked up before the season to a long-term contract, and maybe you don't have to open the checkbook now as much as you would have maybe.
It's been opened up plenty. Don't worry. He's well deserving, but I don't like to wait until the coach does a great job and to reward him. I like to reward coaches when I feel confident that they're going to do a great job. And I knew Jeff. This was the third time we've done his contract for that simple reason. I have the utmost confidence in him, and he knows that. And so contracts will never be an issue with any of my coaches. And that's something that I think they all know, and that's something I respect about them. They don't have to come to me and ask for raises or anything like that. You're doing a good job. You're going to be really highly rewarded at the University of Louisville.
Are you concerned with all the little fans are picking up on your habit?
I told you last year, I barely recovered from the last time we were down there. So it's going to be a tough weekend again.
One more for Tom, anybody?
I ask you to kind of psychoanalyze yourself with it. You talk all the time about hard work and the ambition. Where do you drive? Where do you get your drive from? I mean, have you had it all your life?
I think it just came from my mom and dad. I don't really have anybody else out there that I could point to. My dad and my mom were very hardworking people, and were tough. There was no excuses allowed in our family. I mean, that was never part of the vocabulary. So you just had to make it, and you had to work hard. And I like to be successful. I like our teams to be successful, but I like all the spotlight to be on them. That's the most important thing to me.
Thanks, Tom.
All right. Thank you all.